The last of the easy ones is just a combination of all three. PV over T equals PV over T. This one's not really bad. You have several different variables moving at once. Make sure that your temperature's in Kelvin again. And once you've identified all the pieces, it becomes a lot easier to realize what you're missing. Now, one thing I would do, though, is if I had a question like this, and I'm solving for temperature, notice that temperature is on the bottom in our equations. You're allowed to do what to one side as long as you do what to the other side. What happens in algebra? If you do something to one side, you have to do it to the other. So here's what I'm going to suggest you do with the combined gas law or any gas law where you're trying to solve for what's on the bottom. I'm going to suggest you just flip the equation over. So make it T1 over P1 V1 is equal to T2 over P2 V2. The most common algebraic mistake in this chapter, and I have the same thing in my AP chemistry class occasionally, is that people leave it as 1 over T2, and that's not the same as T2. Is 1 over 4 the same as 4? No, and a lot of people will solve it as 1 over T. If you put the T on the top, though, if you flip the entire thing over, what would you do to solve for T2 now? How would you rearrange this in terms of T2? Multiply the P2 V2 over. So they'd be on the product, they'd be on this side now. And the T2 would be on top. It wouldn't be on the bottom. You want it to be on top, otherwise you're going to end up solving for the reciprocal answer. And then we just plug all these values in. We have, let's see, T1 is 300 kelvins. P2 is 4.15. V2 is 4.7 over P1, 6.32, and the volume is 3.5. And that's going to give us our new temperature, T2. Sorry, my handwriting's not working very well. This pen is not being fully functional. So my new temperature, or T2, is equal to 265 kelvins. So the temperature is going down. So even though the volume is going up, it's not going up enough to offset the pressure change. So the temperature is also having to change to balance it out. It's the combined gas law where all three variables are in there. That's 265 kelvins.